Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be looking at 3 Zen 2v2 games that happened in the past week. This first one he's playing with Atto against Smashy and Latina Lover 92. Smashy and Latina Lover 92 are both averaging about 2200 rating in 2v2 right now, so that is top 100 MMR in 2v2 at this stage of the season, so definitely solid ranked players, but underdogs against world class, well, not just world class, but best in the world class players like Zen and Atto. But let's see how they get on. But yeah, the reason for this video, I mean, the gameplay in the background, oh, nice post pinch save by Atto. The gameplay really is just background here for us to watch some Zen gameplay. Well, I really wanted to talk about the topic of, is Zen still the best player in the world? Because going into the Copenhagen Major, Vitality were the 3 seed from Europe this split. Karmine Corp won every regional in Europe. They won 3 regionals. They got the perfect split online, and Vatira looked, better than ever. So, I myself and a lot were asking, is Zen still #1, or had the crown shifted back to Vatira's head? I think maybe online it did go back to Vatira's head. And yeah, now Vatira had a, for his very high standards, I think a disappointing Copenhagen Major, getting a bit outshone by Atto and Karmine Corp. And Zen's Vitality went 4 wins and 3 losses in series through the weekends, going 3-2 in Swiss, definitely struggling there, and then getting eliminated by G2 in Game 7. But I'm going to propose I still think Zen is the best player in the world. That is the purpose of this video. If the Copenhagen Major revealed anything to me, it's that Zen is still that guy. And yes, there are other players entering the conversation for top 5 and entering the conversation, maybe closing the gap to best in the world. Players like Itachi and Seikoo from Gentlemates, players like Atto from Karmine Corp. But I still think Zen and Vatira are the top 2 for me. And yeah, those other guys I mentioned would probably round out my top 5 in no particular order. So yeah, Gentlemates definitely probably deserve a couple of the spots there. And Atto was also outstanding. But yeah, Zen and Vatira for me, they are just still the 2 best. And I think what he continues to do, the effort that he clearly continues to make to improve his game despite all the success he's had in such a short time, is amazing to see. He's still ranked 1 in 2v2. I don't think he's been ranked 1 the entire time since he broke the 2v2 world record, but at the time I'm recording this video, he is still ranked 1 in 2v2. And although that's not everything, that's not the be all and end all. 2v2 is just a small part of Rocket League Pro player practice. It is definitely a contributing factor to their success. Oh, what a goal by Atto. Wow, I would probably need to show you guys that one from his POV before we go back to Zen, because that is incredible from Atto with the interception, ceiling recovery, pre-flip rebound. Not bad. But let's continue Zen POV here as they race ahead to a 3-0 lead. But yeah, we've also got to mention other great players and teams right now. I think, rounding out my top 10, I've already mentioned, I think my 1 and 2, Zen and Vatira, that's my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm not sure the order, but I would probably say it's actually Seikoo and Atto. And then, the other players are not far off. I think that the best players in the world right now are all pretty comparable, going from 6 all the way down to maybe 12. You've got the Twins, you've got Lost and Yan looking better than ever in South America. You've got Beast Mode, you've got First Killer, even Juicy on Gentlemates as well has been spectacular. That is a forfeit, by the way, so let's go ahead and get into the second game. But yeah, the short story is the best players are all extremely good right now. But let's see some more Zen gameplay, see if you can be convinced even more that he still is #1. Okay, let's get into Zen and Seikoo against Joyo and Matt, another player hovering around that 2200 rank that is top 102s right now. And Joyo, yeah, needs no introduction. He is obviously a phenomenal player in his own right. Recently signing with Oxygen, so I'm excited to see how that works out for him. Hopefully it works out better than that air dribble did, because Zen has hard read him and puts himself and Seikoo 1-0 up in just 18 seconds. That was not just a stop on Joyo's air dribble out defense, it was a clean interception as Zen took it all the way and scored immediately. Yeah, Zen is just so deliberate with all of his movements on the pitch. One of the things I like most about his play when I do watch him play is just how controlled he is. Because he is very, very fast. He's, I think, at the absolute S tier when it comes to speed in the game. When he wants to go, he goes the absolute fastest way possible every time. And he's very, very quick to the ball in contests. but he is very, very deliberate with all of his moves. He doesn't make wild moves. He's not throwing himself around the pitch. He's not, you know, for him, he makes it look easy. He's not going faster than he needs to. You know, he's not pushing himself to the limit to try and keep up or, you know, brute force the ball past opponents. It is just methodical, calm, but yet at the same time inevitable. He's just so hard to get the ball past as well. He stops absolutely everything. And that's not just in these ranked games, but also when he plays for Vitality. I mean, everything that comes at Zen seems to just hit a brick wall and get sent back. Now, I don't think Vitality's claim, or no, maybe not claim, they're not the best right now. Claim is the wrong word. I don't think that their attempt at being #1 in the world again is over as a roster. I don't think that their time is finished. You know, I think despite Redosin and Alpha 54 having overall pretty disappointing tournaments in Copenhagen, I do still think that they could make a regain as a team. We saw a very promising quarterfinal for them against Furia at the Copenhagen Major. That was more like what we want to see from Redosin in particular. But if they can level up just a little bit, I think that we will see a unanimous Zen is #1 again kind of conversation emerging online. That is, you know, if Vatira and Carbon Corp don't decide to just be the best team in the world again. Because yeah, Vatira as well had a bit of a disappointing Copenhagen Major, as I mentioned, but not enough for me to move him outside the top 2. He's gone from 1 to 2. But yeah, you guys put your top 5s right now in the comments. The cool thing about the Rocket League world right now is you're probably going to see a lot of different top 5s. I don't think there will be a consensus top 5 from the Rocket League community at the moment, and that's, in my opinion, a good thing. It means that there is a conversation, that there's a discussion about who belongs in the top 5 and who doesn't. And there are so many different teams. I think 8 teams who all have a claim of having a player in the top 5, and somebody, I'm sure that you know who the top 8 teams in Copenhagen will probably pop up. A player or two from those teams will probably pop up in somebody's top 5 somewhere. Yeah, Zen and Seikoo have just been all over Joyo and Matt in this game. Joyo just trying to hold on here to defend, but as you can see, Boost is running out. Even running out for Zen as well, but he's staying active. Doesn't want to give Joyo and Matt time to grab Boost. Joyo actually decided to play ball here instead of taking the back corner. Does that end up being a mistake as Seikoo tries to double it in? Nope, they are going to hold on for just a bit longer, but now Zen to the backboard. Joyo looks completely Boost starved, and Zen's up far too quickly to slam it in the top corner. But yeah, just relentless pressure here. 11 shots to 2. Must be a nightmare queuing 2v2 and running into 2 of the best French players at the same time who are queuing together. Probably one of the worst things that can happen to you in EU server, up there with running into 2 of the Middle East players queuing together. But yeah, again, I wanted to just prompt you guys to put your top 5s in the comments. I'm curious to see what you guys have got. As oh my goodness, Joyo just can't do anything about that. That is another 4-0, so we've seen a 4-0 now, another 4-0. Let's get into a third game. We're just speed running the games in this video, and we'll see what that one ends up being. Okay, let's get into the third game here. Zen, this time solo queuing. We get Sheila and his team, and he's against Thider and Velocity, 2 more players who are averaging about that top 100 MMR. Going up against Zen, who's ranked 1. So, I mean, at the current moment here, he's about 300 points clear of the MMR requirement to get into the top 100. You need just over 200 Zens at 25-30. Last time I checked, that's a big difference. 300 rank difference, and he's going to air dribble in the first goal over the top of Thider. Just making it look like a totally different level in these games. You know, when he sees an opening, he's just so clinical as well. He doesn't mess around. You know, yes, Zen can score some incredibly elaborate goals, but when he sees a simple opening like that heavy touch last second with the air dribble, he'll go for it. He's just like, that's an open net, I'm just going to put it in, no problem. Like I said earlier, you know, Zen, he can make it look like he's like, if you want to play like Zen, you don't want to try and do what he does. You don't want to try and you know, pull out all the crazy mechanics, because you're probably just going to fail. I think if you want to follow his ideas that he plays with, it's all about just consistency. He is just so consistent. Again, making a very tough overhead read look easy. Sees an opening and bangs it in. I mean, that's just unreal. I feel like this is my favorite goal of the day. I'm not going to lie. Out of all these goals we've seen, I want to watch this from the opponent's POV. So obviously Zen gets the overhead cleared. Then I've got him moving in here. Yeah, just just slots a shot from distance. Sorry, I'm going to watch this again. Yeah, the opponent's definitely made a mistake here. That's underestimating Zen with the wave dash recovery, and I think you know, velocity as well here. Probably could have done better to steal this boost. He missed that boost steal, so it is, you know, definitely mistakes here from the opponents, but Zen is just so clinical. He just take wave dashes to get in position with the shot and absolutely booms it 2-0. You know, the combination of that plus the overhead clear, just, I love to see stuff like that. It's underrated, I think. Just very effective, hard hits on the ball, and, you know, quality reads in defense. You know, it's always the big offensive reads. Oh my goodness, that's a back pass and a half by Sheila, as Zen did not read that one. I don't really blame him for not reading that one. But yeah, most of the quality goals that you're going to see, most of the highlight reel plays that you're going to see on social media are going to be the big offensive plays. You're never going to see the, well, maybe never is too strong a word, but you're not often going to see the big defensive plays get the reads. Then they're not going to the air because he saw the pre-jump coming. Now he's realized the ball's on target, bumps the goalie. I mean, this is just 3D chess from Zen as he is completely dispatching with 2,200 opponents. 3-0, and now a heavy kickoff into the middle for Sheila to make it 4. And yeah, you may have noticed a theme in this video. It's another 4-0 forfeit. That's right, 4-0, 4-0, 4-0. I didn't need to look far for these replays. They're all within the last week, and Zen is absolutely thriving right now in the rank leaderboard. We'll see if his rank is indeed 2530, as I think it is. Yes, it is. Actually, look at Drally, by the way. So number 2 and 2 is number 1 by a large margin of 1. Drally looking very strong right now. These are the main leaderboards I think matter for player form. Obviously, there's some ones, mains, and 1v1, and you can kind of, I guess, ignore those when it comes to threes. But yeah, looking very stacked. Zen might still be number 1. For me, he is still number 1, and that's my question. Who's your top 5 right now? I'll reiterate mine. My Zen is 1, Vatira is 2. I'm going to say Itachi at 3. I'm going to order. I said no particular order earlier, but I'm going to say Itachi at 3 right now. I was super impressed with him. He was the MVP for the Copenhagen Major for me. And I'm going to bump Atto up to 4 because I think he was Carmine Corp's best player. And then I'm going to put Seikoo at 5. That's my top 5. You know, I think if you've got a different top 5, there's probably a good discussion to be had there. But that's my one at the moment. Yeah, just all EU. So I guess still EU bias, but you know, that's just how it is. So yeah, let me know yours in the comments. Let's see what everybody's got. I think minimum we're gonna see 14 or 15 different players popping up. Yeah, I think 15 different players could easily be in your guys' top 5s at the moment. It really is that interesting. Outside of, well, I think outside the top 2. If you don't have Zen and Vatira, what are you doing? That's my only comment there. But the rest of them, yeah. Let's see what you got. That's it for today. I've just realized this video is under 15 minutes and we've done 3 2v2 games. Absolute speed run there from Zen. 4-0, 4-0, 4-0. Yeah, let me know what you think. Is he still the best? For me, he is. And I'll see you guys in the next one.